Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. So before we jump into today's video, I wanted to bust out my supersize version of Assembly Square and the Grand Boutique Hotel and put them beside the haunted house just so you can get an idea of scale. So we haven't added the top section here to the haunted house yet. And then this is just one set. So we're gonna add an entire another level here, move the roof up, and then we're gonna add more of this tower section, and it's definitely gonna be the tallest building in our city by far. So let's go ahead and jump into today's video, which is the build process, some things that I ran into, some issues that I had. But before we do that, I wanted to ask you guys to please like this video. It gets it out there for the YouTube algorithm. So anyone that's new to the channel, they can see the video. And if you are new, please considering hitting that subscribe button. It doesn't cost you guys anything, but it means the world to me. So I appreciate everything. Thank you guys for all the love and support. Let's jump into the video. So we are back to working on the haunted house modular. So before I dig into my next bag, which is bag 9, we are going to talk about this plate that I made to support the next level. So underneath here, I did tiles with jumpers, so that way we could have a nice modular style fit of this level, so I can take it on and off. But first thing I did was I laid out all of my plates in the design of the lower level, so that way we have nice continuity all the way around. And then I very carefully took this off, so that way I can map out where my plates are gonna go underneath. Then I laid everything flat on the desk here like this, and I used a wide range of plates, 2x plates, some 2x4 plates that I really didn't want to use anywhere else. So these are old gray, and then I have some, I have a bunch that are this color, and I don't know if this is just regular gray discolored or if this is the old gray. I believe it's the old gray, but I used all those to lock everything together, and then I lined the perimeter with 1x plates all the way around. So that way I have a nice platform to build off of for the roof elements. And then we'll get up to the steeple, and then I'm going to do a similar process with the steeple where I'm going to line it with plates and then tiles below, so that way you can detach every level and get a nice look in there. Now, I think I've gave this area some thought last night, and I think this is where the ride was going to go. So this shaft runs all the way to the top of the building. I think this is going to be my staircase. So I'm going to build out a nice spiral staircase in here, I believe, that runs from the ground level all the way to the top. So that's kind of the plan right now. I'm gonna go ahead and jump into my next bag, and we will be back soon with an update. One more thing before we start building. So this is gonna be where our stairwell is on the back side here. We need somewhere for our stairs to come up. So I went ahead and put one of these trapdoor elements in, so we have a nice open well for the stairs to come up. But glad I caught that before we started building the walls. All right, so we added a door in this wall because this will be our stairwell, so we need access to this level. Originally this is where the I guess King Tut's sculpture was supposed to be, so we originally wanted to put the door on this side, but our roof kind of cut that at a weird angle, so we had to move it to this wall. I rebuilt both of these walls like probably 6 or 7 times, so that was a lot of fun. Everything on this floor is raised up by about 2 plates, the thickness of what our support for this level is going to be. So we had to do a little bit of modification, like a little bit of modification here to raise that up, and then I think somewhere else in here on this tower, yeah, right there. So we've got a couple of plates that raise that up. Same thing here with these supports on the roof. Those have been increased by 2 plates. And let me show you what we're doing to the roof, because I think this looks really, really cool. So the original roof design is just flat plate, but I went with an elevated tile pattern here, so that way you can have like kind of like the look of corrugated roof. And a while back we got some black 1x4s off the pick a brick wall, 1x4 tiles. So getting to use those here kind of eats those up. So that's a big win for us. And honestly, I think it just adds like an extra nice little touch to it. So what we did was we just took the plate standard plate, and then on the higher ridges, I just did black 1 by whatever, 1 by 4s, 1 by 8s, 12s, whatever I had to get those raised up, so those ran the entire length. And then on the shallow parts, those are just attached to the plate, and then we just tiled the entire thing. So because it is raised up just a little bit, originally this is supposed to kind of hook right into this edge here. So what I did was, instead of letting that edge catch it, because we are 2 plates shy, I just ran the plates and tile over this edge, so it overhangs just slightly by 2 studs long, and then it just covers that up nicely. So that is secured in a couple different ways. It is secured here, and it also clips in on this back side. All right, so we are on to bag 14. This is how far we've gotten so far. We have this top section here tiled off, so we can start adding the stacks on top of it. So I'm really happy with the way it's coming out. It looks really cool. Some things that we are learning through this process is the roof section is very, very difficult to get even, because everything's off by about the thickness of 2 plates because of this addition here. And the roof detail that I wanted to add with the tiles, because of the thickness of the plates, it actually starts cutting into the side of the tower here. So it's extremely tight, wedging in anything here. Now I thought about tiling around it in different areas, but it gets a little tricky down here at the bottom too, because of how the roof sits on the building. So I'm gonna have to play around with that, because I really like the look that I had on there, and I really think it will make the building pop, because there's so much roofing exposed on the front of the building that I really think that that's gonna add a lot of detail and texture to the building. So I'm gonna try to incorporate that, but for now I want to work on getting this tower added so I can see kind of what this is gonna look like. All right, so we have finished the first 3 levels of the tower here for the church. I know I still have to do some tile elements to the sides. I believe that's where those are gonna go. It's probably gonna mimic something like this right here. So we will tackle that later. I think we're on bag 17 now, so we got a couple more to go. What I did was I built out a solid base here for this tower, and then these 3 towers are all built on top of that. So this is just one modular section. So what I'll do is, when we crack open the next box to build the next set of towers, this will just stay as the top section. So we'll build the steeple on the top here, and then this will just essentially get bumped up, and we'll be able to add, I think I'm gonna do 3 more sections. I should have enough parts to do 3 more, because you can see here on the back, this section here, had to kind of customize all this and make it work, because in the standard model, the gear system for the drop ride goes here. So we had to do a little modification to make all that look right. I did want to leave the doors here, because I think having the doors here that are able to open up is a nice touch. I was thinking about, once we get everything done, maybe trying to do like a brick built bell to hang here in the top. I think that would be a nice touch, so when you do open the doors, you will see the idea of at least a bell for the church tower, which is necessary. But that is gonna do it for this video. I am tapped out. It's almost midnight here, and it has been a crazy day here at the house. So I am going to give it a break. Tomorrow I'm gonna jump back on this, but if you guys are enjoying this so far, let me know in the comments down below. Please like, so we can get the video out there to new viewers. Subscribe if you are new, and turn that bell notification on so you get more awesome content like this daily. But thank you guys for watching. Appreciate it. We will see y'all on the next one. Bye-bye.